Hey there, and welcome to making Ae'Lori, the Jedi Master, and Polis Massan. Polis Massans are from Polis Massan. If you didn't know this, it's an asteroid belt set in... I'm not even quite sure where it is in the galaxy actually. It's used as rebel base in the original 3 films. And the Polis Massans are a semi-telepathic species that don't have mouths and so speak through a combination of it's a simple telepathy. They don't have like full I can talk into your mind, like open your mind styly into your brain talking telepathy. It's a simple low level telepathy, and they normally combine it with a series of sort of dancey kind of maneuvers in order to communicate. But some of them do have mouths. It's rare though and uncommon, and this guy doesn't have a mouth. So instead this guy actually has somebody who speaks on his behalf. He has a voice as such, so that even on the HoloNet where he'd be out of range for simple telepathy, he can have somebody else speak on his behalf. That I'm not going to make a miniature for. I've got a proxy miniature for that purpose, or who I shall use for that role. And this guy I'm doing is a full armoured Polis Massan because he wears full armour and he has he's a lightsaber master kind of an affair. So I'm going to get on with bulking this guy out, and this guy is going to be interesting in some respects because the way he's postured is going to make it awkward to put together to begin with. But once I've got him bulked out, he'll make sense. He's going to be crouching, and he's going to be wearing the Japanese kind of shoes where you have like the wooden platform with like a single vertical strut coming out from the bottom, so you sort of look from like a T-shape from the side, which is kind of what this little elevation is at the back on the wire. So I'm going to put in his legs and his body, and then I'm going to worry about exactly where his arms are meant to be, so they'll probably be waggled about by the time you next see them. Here are other drawings for Master Kofar Ae'Lori, and he's kind of going on a bit of a samurai tip here. So you can see that he's got the sort of shoulder pads with the sort of multiple stripes, and these will run down to sort of his elbows if you like. This is also to keep the build simple because reasons. He's got the boxy Domaru kind of armour going on, and he'll have the kind of knotted belt around the waist. A samurai-esque helmet with the sort of flowy forwardy bits. These might not end up on the final build. We shall see. And then over on the right here, this is the actual pose one to take. He's got like a two-handed lightsaber, like a two-handed sword, but a lightsaber, because I just fancied seeing some kind of two-handed sword lightsaber. Also, it was just something a bit different. And over on the right here, you can see him wearing his little T-shaped sandals isn't the right word, clogs I suppose is probably the right word in English. I don't know what they're called in Japanese either, that's very bad of me. But so either way, his robe kind of comes down and covers, so he's in a crouch and he's ready, and that's going to be the pose I'm going for, and hence everything's sort of sculpted to be very low and crouching, trying to keep everything really simple so it can be made very easily as well. Here's the first pass of green stuff then, and in this instance, rather than building up flesh tones and everything, because he's quite a skinny guy, he's meant to be an old guy, but he's meant to be in full armour, instead I've built the basic form of the bulk of the armour. And this is because it's unnecessary to put the muscle and then put robes over the top in this instance. So instead I'm putting the bulk of the armour so that the armour can then be fleshed out over the top. Also, he's wearing some quite loose trousers, so I just wanted to get the bulk of the actual trousers in. So this is going to have a straight down drop, be open, and then you're going to have the little shoe coming out where this bit of wire is, which will be like the T-shaped oriental clog if you like. And so he's bulked out for his armour rather than for flesh to be covered with robes. Here's the second pass then, and actually at this point quite happy with the bulking out. You might notice that I've changed the posture a bit, and this is because I'm now going to have him with one hand resting on his knee and the other hand holding a sabre. So where I had him before, his sabre was going to be pointing this way, but he's got an extra long sabre, so the sabre would have sort of come out here somewhere, which in terms of a miniature on tabletop would have been a bit of a pain. So instead I'm going to have bang bang, sorry, that's me making a lot of noise. I'm going to have his sabre here resting from this hand at this kind of angle, or this kind of angle, so that the sabre will come straight up from there. So it's still lit as such and ready, and he's still crouching, but his sabre's not going to get in the way. That's the one. Sorry, totally forgot what was going on about there. Don't know why. Brain went blank. Also, you see that I've basically built in what his head will be built from. This guy's in full armour, so he's going to have a mask over that. So like, it's not too. It doesn't really matter how it's assembled because it'll all get covered in plate. So I hope it's been some interest use to you, and if you're making any green stuff of any kind, whether it's conversions or scratch building, it's all going really well and coming out just how you want it. Thank you for watching, have a good one and take care. Bye bye.